I'd like to show you the number one tip I could think of for making your solo sound interesting. I learned this from Paul Gilbert. This isn't my idea, but it's an amazing, amazing idea. Most phrasing you'll find, if we have a listen, will come in 2-bar packets. That means that if you can understand what 1 bar feels like, not how to count it, how to feel a bar, your phrasing takes another level. You don't need to worry about licks or speed. You just need to worry about blocks. 1 bar, 1 block. Here's the pro tip that I can share with you for how to make this work. So let's stick to A. Everyone knows and loves A. We're going to keep it pentatonic, so it's nice and easy. And let's play just the power chord of an open A. So that's the 2nd fret on the D string and then the open A string. And I would suggest you keep it really simple and you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and have a break of 4 beats and then back in. You start to get to feel a bar. So after a while, you don't have to count it, you just instinctively know where the bar lands. And in the gap, put something, doesn't matter what it is. And the game is, it doesn't matter when you solo, how long you solo, how much you solo. The game is you've got to get your rhythm to land back on 1. So if you were going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're a little bit late coming back, doesn't count. In the wild, it doesn't matter, right? But what you're trying to do now is understand how a bar feels and to know how to get back in there. It's going to make your phrasing stronger, your sense of music stronger, and also a common question is, how do I add licks or solos into my rhythm playing? This is a perfect example. For example, if the singer's singing and then you want to have a gap of he or she is not singing and you do a little fill in, you need to know where you're going to come back for your bar. If doing it by yourself is tricky, you can either buddy up or you can have a drum machine, just a very simple 3, 4. And that will kind of hold the count for you. So you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hours of fun to be had. Next level would be 2 bars. This is where it becomes quite interesting. I've not found many examples, if any, of solos and even musical phrasing that don't fit in 2-bar packets. So, are you familiar with the idea that music loves a question and an answer? Like we build the tension and release it. So you could spend a bar building the tension and the next bar dropping it back. The easiest way to do that is for your first phrase, don't land on home, in other words, the A note. And then for your answer to that, end on home. Now, how you divide this is up to you. You could do a bar of question, a bar of answer, or you could do 2 bars of question and 2 bars of answer. And if you're wondering why in the thumbnail there was the Miyagi tree, well, the idea is that when you start your practice on this, it's a bar on, and then a bar off. 3, bar. Bar on, bar off. Right, let's try it with 2 bars. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get the idea? I'm not going to bore you with me just jamming on it. This is the number one thing that I would do if I was going to practice by myself and I wasn't sure what to do. I'd just go to the bar on, bar off. It's the number one skill for counting your bars, for feeling your bars, and knowing how to phrase things musically. So warm up with a bar. fill the bar there. When that becomes comfy, almost a second nature, and you'll know you're at that point when you're not counting 3, 4, like you just know, this is where the bar lands. And then move up to 2 bars. In the meantime, I would put some solos on and count the phrases when they're doing a lick. See how many bars that lasts, how many beats that lasts. You'll always find clusters of 2 bars. If you don't, pull back a little bit. What you might find, some players, just as their 2 bars are finishing, they begin early the next phrase. So it's still a 2-bar block. It's just like interrupting the previous one. It's quite a cool device. We can cover it on another coffee session. But for now, 1 bar, 1 bar. Bar on, bar off. Bar on, bar off. See you soon.